We're outside Triple House Hotel. We're in Termonfeckin, and Ismaili, and I was here yesterday, and I understand that 42 men, single men, are here in the Triple House in Termonfeckin. Due to accommodation crisis in Ireland, the immigration office is going to accommodate more people in here. Right. So basically, the people over here are trying their best to help us. Yes. But still, accommodating too many people in a place like this. I think your security guy said there's 42. I think he said there's people from Georgia. Yeah, from Georgia, from Algeria, Afghanistan, and Egypt. We are people from different countries. Right. And about 9 people from Afghanistan are currently living in here. Okay. Yeah. And the guys I met yesterday, you speak good English. Yeah. The good education, well educated. No, I'm not educated. Since the social media time, so yeah, English is very common these days. Okay. Yeah. You came last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. How long were you in Ireland for? About 42 days. Right. Right. And then you were sent here. They all arrived on Wednesday, was it? We arrived here on Wednesday at the first, but then we told the accommodation team, the IPAS team, yes, that we are too many and we cannot live here. Right. Because we don't have privacy, we don't have the proper living standard. There's 4 in a room, you were saying? Currently we're 6 in a room. 6 in a room? Yeah. Okay. And the room is for a total of 8 people. Right. So it's a big problem. I think it can be made better. Okay. Yeah. And so Afghanistan is a long way away. I know Ukraine is 3,000 miles away. I presume Afghanistan is, I don't know, 5,000 miles away. And so how did you come to Ireland? Well, that's a big story. Right. We had to face many problems to flee here and seek refuge in this country so we can make a better life. And, yes. We were saying yesterday that came in obviously from the East Asia, Turkey, Bulgaria, France, England, Ireland. Well, that is the route everybody come here. Right. Yeah. Right. And why? And that's across land mostly, obviously. Sorry. Hello. Hi, God. Very well. Good. Yes. Long time no see. No, her daughter used to do Irish dance with my daughter. Ireland's a small country. You'll find that out very soon. Yeah. So the men that came from Asia, Turkey, India, Bulgaria, towards Northern Europe, France, and then over to England, and then to Ireland. Afghanistan is a country which is not even recognized by a single nation in the world, so there is no other way we can come here. How do you find the situation? Well, since the situation that we have gone through was much worse than this, yes, it's still better, but after going through so much, I think we need a little bit more. We need to be facilitated a little bit more as we have gone through so much. And do you find there was a difference in culture about cooking and stuff like that? Food is the main problem. They are helping us a lot. They're asking us about each and everything, but since there is a difference in culture and religion, so we demand halal food and all that. So they are trying to help us, but since there is a difference in culture, they don't provide halal food here. Yeah, they provide, but all mixed up. The kitchen, everything is cooked together. Still, it's not like. It's not really acceptable to a Muslim. Yeah, that's not really acceptable. Right. It would be much better if we could cook our own food or had a Muslim chef. But that would be much better if we could cook our own food because we know. What do you think of the idea that when you go to there's a phrase in English, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When you go to another culture, you have to accept their culture. That's a good question. We have adopted the culture, our dressing, our language, and everything is there. Yes. But since religion is one of the basic thing of our life, religion cannot be adopted. So you have to deal with that. And everything we can adopt, but religion is the basic thing. And most of the people in the world seek refuge due to religion or due to religious problems. So that is the only thing that we keep in its own original shape.
So about halal and all the culture of Islam,
Yeah.
mostly maintained.
Otherwise, everything is good. People are hospitable. We talk with each other. We gossip with each other.
Yes.
But since religion, we keep it like that.
Okay. Hello, my name is Herman Kelly. I'm here today at the Triple House restaurant in Termonfeckin in County Louth. I spoke to the security man. I spoke to 4 Afghani asylum seekers, and they tell me that there's 42 asylum seekers here within the grounds here. They came on Wednesday. There's 12 from Georgia. The Afghanis told me that they came here the whole way from the 4 Afghanis here. They came from Afghanistan via Turkey into Bulgaria, came into the EU. The first country they touched was Bulgaria. They didn't apply for asylum there. They moved on land through the whole of Europe into France, into England, and then over to Ireland. Uh, it basically causing the question the use of the Dublin Convention in Ireland, where they obviously didn't apply in the first safe country. They came and they said that the guy, sadly the sound didn't work, that the guy said that they'd heard that Ireland was a very safe place. It was a very generous and safe place for asylum seekers to come. A lot of the rest of Europe was full. It was difficult, and that Ireland, there was room there, and that so they came to Ireland the whole way across Europe, I suppose the Middle East, and then Europe to come to Ireland. Why? Because they heard, in biblical terms, maybe that Ireland is the asylum seeker land of milk and honey. Now, over 1/4 of all hotel rooms in Ireland are currently taken up by asylum seekers. I believe this is madness. One, there's a huge economic cost involved, which is footed by the taxpayer, at a time when there's 11,000 Irish homeless people. And secondly, why are we destroying the Irish tourism sector? The taxpayer is paying to put up in hotels people from across the world. Anybody who comes to Ireland and says the word asylum can get put up in a hotel at taxpayers' expense. We're destroying a productive sector of our economy and our culture. It's a money earner for the country. We are halting that, and then on the flip side, we're then making the government is making the taxpayer fund for hotel rooms for foreigners, anybody who arrives here. It's madness. And thirdly, there's the issue of security that we know from our experience in Sweden, Italy, Germany, France, etc., that wherever there's a large influx of young males into a country, there's a rise in crime and sexual assault. That's happened all across Europe, and we shouldn't be naive or dishonest and claim that it will not happen here, and that it has already begun to happen here. Because we can see over the last 5 years, there has been an increase in sexual assault. The only thing is that what are we going to do about it? Or what are we going to force the government to do about it? Because it can't go on. I met women in Sweden, and they were in the Sweden Democrats. The reason that they joined was because they were aware of the great danger posed in their area where similar centres had appeared, where young males without any woman, and basically it led to a rash in sexual assault. So here we are. I know that is it the West Court of Drogheda is now full of asylum seekers. I was up in Dunno Road there in the south of Drogheda there during the week, and there are a large number of asylum seekers going in there. And here I am. So these people arrived on Wednesday. It's now St. Stephen's Day. These people came on Wednesday, 42 men. They're being put up. They're already complaining. The Afghani was complaining about the food wasn't halal. They're not happy with the food. They're not eating the meat. And so they've already complained about the type of food that they're being given. I think it's a bit of a cheek, isn't it, that you come to Ireland, you've come the whole way across Asia and Europe to come here and you want to complain. And do we owe you something? Do we owe you a hotel, a free bed and breakfast? Are we idiots? Seems that we are. So if you're unhappy about the situation, I would ask you to make your voice heard to the TDs, write to them, ring them up, tell them you're unhappy about the lack of control of immigration into our country.